Good morning, 8th grade. Hope you are doing well. We will continue F clause conditionals, second conditionals. Before we explained zero conditional and first conditional, but today we will explain second conditional. So please open your pupils book, page 69, and follow with me. We will talk about second conditional. Second conditional, we have learn this, okay. We use the second conditional to describe an imaginary situation or event and its result. يعني action and result. We use the past tense. In this case, we use past tense, simple past. We use simple past. That all pronouns take verb to, or we add ed, verb to or ed in the if clause, and would, wouldn't plus verb in the main clause. So if all our cars used vegetable oil, used simple past. إذا بالsecond conditional بيكون عندنا الإف clause used simple past, but the other part اللي هو main clause we must use wouldn't or would or wouldn't plus verb 1. We wouldn't produce so much CO2. So if clause اللي هي action or event, but main clause اللي هي result. In the if clause we can use were instead of was, were and was as the past tense of be. Simple past of be was or were, singular. If the weather were nicer, I would go out. I'd, abbreviation for I would. So we have here small paragraph, a short paragraph, sorry. Had, used, wouldn't, produce, would earn. Daddy Hannah cares about environment. Her car is very unusual because it doesn't use petrol. It uses vegetable oil, which produces very little carbon dioxide. If all our cars used simple past, used it, we wouldn't produce. So the first part we use simple past, but the other part اللي هو main clause we use would plus verb 1. So much CO2, it's also renewable. We can grow it. If more people had cars, simple past, had, like mine, the world's farmers would earn more money. So in the first part we use simple past, but the other part we use would plus verb 1. That the second conditional. Look here, second conditional, if subject verb 2 plus object, the other part would plus base form. To express imaginary situations at present. If I saw Ali in the mall, so simple present, simple past, I would give him the money. That is the second conditional. The second sentence. If I were you, if I were simple past, I would forgive him. If I had a computer, I would play computer games. If I didn't have a lot of homework, I wouldn't stay in this evening. Okay. If I had a bicycle, I would ride to school. The first part we use simple past in the second conditional, but the other part اللي هو main clause result we use would plus verb 1. Be careful. Okay. If I knew the answers, I would tell you. Simple past would plus verb 1. If they lived in the city, life would be easier. Simple past, the other part, would plus verb 1. He wouldn't be. If main clause take the place of if clause at the beginning. If the main clause come at the beginning, he wouldn't be very happy. So we don't put a comma. Don't forget that. If we didn't invite him to the restaurant, how would you feel if you didn't pass your exams? How would you feel if you didn't pass your exams? So, here we have, complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in the brackets. If we recycle more plastic bottles, if we recycled more plastic bottles, we wouldn't have to produce so much plastic. If we produced less plastic, we what? We would burn less oil. If we burn, verb to burn, less oil, there wouldn't be so many greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. If there didn't be so many, if there weren't be. البي عنا was were, البي بتكون was were, so we choose were plus not weren't. If there weren't be so many greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, we would be able to reduce global warming. If we reduce the global warming, the earth climate not change, نحكي wouldn't change so fast. Okay, you must do this exercise and be careful that in this case, the second conditional we use for the first part we use simple past and the other part we use would plus verb 1. That's it for today. Thank you.